Yo, YouTubers! How's it going, YouTubers? This is your host, King J Fox of King J Fox Talking. Today, you can see right behind me, I got a poster up. And that poster is Star Wars Battlefront. Very interesting game. Very good. Of course, everything you're seeing is backwards. From what I can see, is forward. Now, starting today on YouTube. Oh, yes. And the barking dog in the background will die today. He's driving me crazy. Okay, Happy, we heard you the first time. Happy, that's not nice. Alright, I got it. In a minute, pal. Now, as some of you may know, I am a self-proclaimed author. And I have a book that's published to prove it. Of course, I will admit, messed up on it the first time. So, what I decided to do was take advice of my uncle and go back, rewrite the story, and publish it again. So, right now, you can find my book on Amazon, the original, for $9.50. Not a bad price, I would have to say. Or you can wait for the rewrite, which I should be done by my birthday on February 15th. Yes, February 15th is my birthday. Since a lot of YouTubers lately have been telling people their birthday, I think I'll do the same. Now, another thing. Today, I don't have any games up, and I'm not doing anything special, except for a few little things that I'm planning on doing. First, I'm going to give a shout out to an old friend of mine, Jeffrey St. George. He's been sending me messages lately. How you doing, dude? Long time no see. If you guys want to talk to me, you can find me also on my Xbox Live. And I will be recording more Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments in the future. I've actually decided from now on, I'm going to record all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. That way I can see what I've done right and what I'm doing wrong. And truthfully, I've actually gotten a lot better. I've been improving a whole lot. So, with that said, today on Talking with King J Fox, we are going to be doing three things. Number one, I'm going to show you my original book for some of you who have not seen it yet. And I will be leaving a link into this. I will show you this, my original book, which, give me a second, I have to get the book. Where did I put that blessed book? There it is. Okay, so, yeah, you don't need to see a CD. By the way, we're working on a movie for this, my book. Now, I go through this and I look at it, and I actually kind of see quite a bit of mess ups I did. Well, in the rewrite, it won't have all those mess ups. As a matter of fact, it's going to have a better back cover and front cover. Now, with that said, let's take my book, my original, and put it over here with my stuff. Now, a great deal of you are probably wondering, and yes, I do have a CD in my hand, which I'm going to be putting up there in a second. A great deal of you are probably wondering, why am I posting videos of Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, actually, I'm going to tell a little bit of a story, and then I'm going to get it to the point. Since I am slow about getting to the point on a lot of stuff that I do. First of all, I tried to get my friends years ago to play Yu-Gi-Oh! They wouldn't do it. Now they're into it. And originally I had this deck that I just randomly threw stuff together, like, oh, we throw this here, we'll throw that there, No. Somebody told me that I had a potential, but not with random cards. So they helped me build my first deck. My first deck is a Gravekeeper deck. Now, you've probably seen a bunch of people do random stuff with Gravekeepers. Don't do random stuff with Gravekeepers. The best thing to do is, if you're going to do a Gravekeeper deck, keep it old school. Not too old school. Yeah, I got in really old school, so I'm going to show you the old school, and then I'm going to tell you what you should add to it from what I've learned. So let's start off with my Gravekeeper deck. You guys can't see me, but I'm actually going over to get my Gravekeeper deck, which is over here. Here we go. There we go. Of course, I have a bunch of stuff hitting aside my junk. Now, this is my Gravekeeper deck. These are my main cards I'm about to pull out that I use during competitions. Let's first start out with my XZ. I need more of these. Yes. XZs are your best friends, especially when you have Gravekeepers. Trap cards are your best friends, especially when you have no skill. Yes, I'm one of those guys who have no skill and will admit it. Spell cards, best friend. This guy, definitely my best friend, because he allows me to go in here and search. Let me see, where are you? For this, a Necro Valley. Now, Necro Valley is for real Gravekeepers. It's for a real Gravekeeper deck. You know why? Because it powers up your Gravekeepers. Now, besides that, you're going to want... Let me see, where is it? Yes, I'm once again searching. No, don't want that one. That's not the one I want to show. Actually, here we go. I'll show you two cards you definitely want. Let's start out with this. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is called Hidden Tomb of Necro Valley. Hidden Tomb of Necro Valley, if you can read this, which I hope you should be able to read that. If you can't, it's basically makes it where it's impossible for your opponent to summon a monster. Now, you know where I got this from? TCG Junkie. Yes, get all your cards from TCG Junkies if you live in Las Vegas. And when I say Junkies, I mean Junkie. That's the name of the store. I say Junkies because it's easier for me to remember. Next one is this. This one is called Royal Tribute. Royal Tribute is good because if you have an opponent has a handful of monsters, which both you and your opponent kind of works. It's like a double-edged sword. It kind of helps you, but it also hinders you. Because all monsters that you have when Royal Tribute's played get sent to the graveyard from your hand. And you have to show your hand. So that means they're going to know everything you have in your hand, from your traps to your spells. That's why I do a quick little thing. If I have Royal Tribute plus one or two Gravekeepers, I first play my strongest Gravekeeper out there to make sure that when he's out there, he's not going to the graveyard. And that way the weakest one goes to the graveyard. Yes, when they're sent to the graveyard, some of them have special effects. And I'm still looking for a few of them out there that will help me. Next is this. A field spell's best friend. It's called Field Barrier. And basically what it does is it protects your cards from, well, I should say your field spell cards from being, where is it? Nope, it's actually in this hand. It's in the back of my hand. Where? Let's see. Give me a second. I'm searching for a card at the moment. And yes, I do that a lot with this Gravekeeper deck a lot. Now, where are you? Just had to. Here we go. This is the card I was looking for. Field Barrier stops this Mystic Space Typhoon from destroying your field. Unless they have two Mystic Space Typhoons in their hands and they're going to play them both at the same time to destroy both your field and field barrier. Yeah, I think they're pretty much done for. And another thing that helps. If you have two field barriers, they have to use 3 Mystic Space Typhoons. So what happens if you have 3 Mystic Space Typhoons? Well, that's all you can have is 3 Mystic Space Typhoons. But another thing that comes in handy is this. The fact that when you have your Mystic Space Typhoon and then you have 3 field barriers. 3 field barriers versus 3 Mystic Typhoons. Your field is safe. As long as you have 3 field barriers faced up. And yes, they do clog up your deck. But sometimes it's worth clogging up your deck. Sometimes. Other times it's not. And believe me, I have found those times to be very, very annoying. Because a lot of times I need a certain monster, like Gravekeeper Oracle here, and I can't play him because I got 30 other cards in here that I'm trying to search through. I'm like, oh my god, how do I get this guy out? Well, Oracle might not be my strongest card. Well, it is my strongest, but it's not my strongest at the same time. This is one of my strongest. Gravekeeper Spy. She is a doll. Because when she's face down, you attack her while she's face down. She flips up and special summons another Gravekeeper to the field. But it can only be a Gravekeeper with 15 or less attack. Sorry, you can't have any high cards. So, what do? I have to think about what I need to get. So, sometimes if you're playing against me and if I'm doing this, and yes, I do this quite a bit sometimes, and I'm searching, try not to get too mad at me, because that's how I search a lot of times. And in the majority of times, I'll do it like this. I'll try to do it like this and just search normal. And occasionally I'll find what I'm looking for, which 9 out of 10, I'm looking for him. Yes, Gravekeeper Shaman, my best friend. You know why? Because Gravekeeper Shaman is a great card to have. And you're probably wondering, why is it a great card to have? It doesn't look anything special. Well, he's actually quite special. Because in defense mode, he's untouchable. Mostly. So, you're like, okay, well, there's a lot of cards. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, you're probably saying, well, there's a lot of cards that are untouchable when they're in defense. For every Gravekeeper I have in my graveyard, he gains 200. Plus Necro Valley. Yeah, you're getting the point already. He gets bigger. But it's only in defense. Gravekeeper Priestess. Have her plus him. Oh yeah. It's like you could destroy him all. You could destroy her. But you know what? If you think about destroying her, I have Necro Valley out. Or if you think about destroying Gravekeeper Shaman here, I have Necro Valley out. I'm going to also have a third friend out there. Let's see, where is he? This is my trap card. This card, you know what it does? It makes it where if a spell or trap is activated while I have Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper monster out on the field, you can't do nothing. You know why? Because it negates it. It stops you from doing anything. Which is good for me because I hate when people try to take out my stuff. Another thing is, there's another card I'm looking for that will really impress you. If I can get him out while I have Gravekeeper Shaman, I have control of the board. And when I have control of the board, all bets are off. Which means, sorry, but you're not going to be able to attack or defend. Well, you can defend, but it's not going to help you. Because once I get him out, his name is Gravekeeper. I'm probably not going to. Vizier. I just call him the guy with the wings. Yes, Gravekeeper guy with the wings. You don't like it? Tough. Visionary. Yes, I can say his name too. Visionary. With him, plus my Gravekeeper Shaman, you're not touching my board. You're not touching anything. You're going to be sitting there wondering, well, what's going on? And if I have this guy, yes, we brought him back just so you can see him. If I have Nakchi Dragon, whatever, if I have him out there, I detach, and he can attack twice. Once per turn. So, you can have 5 defense monsters, and as long as I have those cards out on the field, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to be sitting there wondering how to get over my defense. With that said, I'm going to put these guys back and finally get to the point. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a great game, especially if you're playing it for fun. But if you're one of these hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, which there's a lot of them I've seen out there, I will personally tell you this. I'm coming for you. And when I get the right cards, I'm coming to win that prize money. And then I'm going to take that prize money and kick back with it. Because I don't really care about money. I'm going to go give it to my friends. I give it to my family. I don't care about money like some people do. I use these cards for what they're meant for. Fun. Not to win unless I'm actually non-stop trying to. Now, with that said, I'm going to go put this back. Give me a second. And when I'm putting this back, I'll keep talking and tell you some more things. Now, with that said, at the end of this video, I'm going to post a preview of my story. You can read it at the end of the comments section, which basically means at the end of the video credits. Yes, I'm going to torture you with my story. With that said, this is King J Fox saying once again, nice to see you, Jeff. Let the force be with you.